And good evening, everyone. It is Friday night. We can thank goodness for that. Good evening and welcome to another edition of WTOC, The News Now. I've got a closer look at some of the bigger stories we've been covering today, as well as a look at what's ahead on The News at 11. You're getting this broadcast across multiple platforms: Roku, Amazon Fire, Facebook, as well as the WTOC News app and WTOC.com. Let's get started. A Chatham County judge has denied a brand new, or a motion, I should say, for a new trial in the death of a woman killed on the train tracks during the making of a movie in Jessup. Sarah Jones was hit and killed by a train during the filming of the movie Midnight Rider in 2014. CSX wanted a new trial, but a judge denied that request this week. During the civil trial in July of last year, the jury ruled that CSX would have to pay roughly $3.9 million to the Jones family. We have new details tonight as well in the arrest of a Savannah man charged with a shooting that happened a little more than 2 years ago. GBI agents and Savannah police arresting Justin Stevens yesterday afternoon. He's charged with the killing of Christopher Starks at Savannah State University back in 2015, that shooting happening on campus. Our Wright Gazaway has been following this story and has the relief being felt by the victim's family. Take a look.
2.5 years ago, third-year student Chris Starks died on Savannah State's campus. Investigators have always said a big crowd of people witnessed his death. All this time, no one came forward. Things started changing this year, enough so for GBI agents to get warrants and then an indictment from a Chatham County grand jury.
We feel like we have the right guy. It's been a long time coming.
Stevens was not a student at SSU at the time. Agents worked with the State Patrol and Savannah Police to arrest Stevens yesterday. They showed up at his job at City Gear on East Victory to get the man they say killed Starks.
It means a lot for the GBI. It means a lot for Region 5 office in Statesboro. Sharon Starks, she's been in constant communication with us. To be able to make the phone call to her that this case has finally taken the next step means the world to us.
WTOC has talked to Sharon Starks for the past 2 years.
When he died, part of me died.
Despite several emotional pleas, no arrest was ever made in her son's death. I asked her if she thought this day might never come.
I felt like that a lot. Lately, I've just been very emotional. I miss him every day. I don't know, I've just been feeling just really, really sad.
Starks is quick to tell me this arrest does nothing to bring her son back. It also tears apart another family. Starks says there are no real winners in this case. Still, she's thankful the GBI never gave up.
Just couldn't give up, but it's been rough. It's been hard.
GBI agents hope this arrest starts a new chapter in Sharon Starks' healing.
While GBI agents are confident they've got the right guy here, this process is far from over. Stevens has been indicted, so the next step, of course, is a series of preliminary hearings. That's followed by a trial date. I've also got some video that police in Savannah are hoping you can use to help them find a pair of violent thieves. They were caught on camera, as you're about to see, robbing the lottery machine store on Abercorn Street about 11 o'clock Monday night. Police say the two men in mask struck two employees in the head with their guns. They also fired shots in an attempt to get out of the front door of the business, which the employees had apparently locked. They eventually did get out with the cash. If you have any information, contact Savannah Police or Crime Stoppers. Disturbing story, this out of Hilton Head Island tonight. Dozens of dogs were removed from a Hilton Head Island home earlier this week, some alive, some dead. They are at the center of a Beaufort County Sheriff's Office investigation now, as is the homeowner. Our Sean Evans asking the sheriff what they know so far and if charges are possible.
After speaking to the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office today, we've learned that 26 dogs were in the home, 12 were found dead, 14 have been taken to area animal hospitals for evaluation.
It's a criminal investigation into the facts and circumstances surrounding the dead animals and possible neglect of animals as well.
The home where the dogs were found earlier this week is in the Sea Pines community on Hilton Head Island. Captain Bob Bromage says the sheriff's office got involved when Sea Pines security contacted them. Bromwich says the homeowner gave animal control permission to take the remaining living dogs out of the home. Now, the bodies of the remaining 12 are being sent to Clemson University next week for autopsies in an effort to determine the cause of death. It's that information, along with the veterinarian's statements, that will help determine if any criminal charges will be filed. Bromwich says since they opened the case, investigators have learned that this isn't the first time the woman has been looked into by police. About 5 years ago, Bacon County Sheriff's Office filed this report detailing a time officers were called to check on a possible case of animal cruelty. Police were told a dog was left alone in a van parked on the woman's property there with an empty bowl inside and the smell of urine and feces coming from the van.
You know, and we always ask people if they don't think they can take care of their animals and their pets, to contact somebody. We'll find them a resource to help them out.
At this point, the woman isn't facing any charges. Reporting from Hilton Head Island, Sean Evans, WTOC News.
And coming up tonight on The News at 11, the E. coli scare that has convinced thousands of people across the coastal empire to toss their romaine lettuce is now widening. We're going to talk to local farmers about that scare and the realities of foodborne illnesses like that. Also coming up in just 1 hour, meteorologist Jamie Ertl is going to talk to you about the weekend forecast so you can plan ahead. Here's a hint. Whatever you're planning, make sure it's outdoors. Until then, we hope you have a great weekend and a great evening.